Pop quiz time. What's the national animal of Scotland? If you guessed unicorn, you're absolutely right. Now don't go hunting for these mythical beasts in the Scottish Highlands. Unicorns, despite their non-existence in the real world, symbolize purity, innocence, masculinity, and power in Celtic mythology. Scotland, cherishing these values, proudly sports this mythical creature as its national emblem. Now let's dive underwater for our next surprising fact. Did you know turtles can breathe through their rear end? Yes, you heard that right. Certain species of turtles have a special kind of gland in their cloaca, a posterior opening that allows them to absorb oxygen and stay underwater for extended periods. And finally, let's hop over to Australia. Picture a kangaroo. It's jumping, right? But wait, while these marsupials are famous for their forward leaps, they physically cannot jump backward. Their muscular tail and hind legs simply don't allow for it. So, next time you see a turtle, remember, it might just be taking a breath from a place you'd least expect. Ever wonder where common words and inventions come from? Prepare to be surprised. Let's start with the word nerd. It may be hard to believe, but this term of endearment for the intellectually inclined was first coined by none other than Dr. Seuss in his whimsical tale, If I Ran the Zoo. From literature to invention, our next stop is slightly more chilling. The electric chair, a device synonymous with capital punishment, was actually invented by a dentist. Dr. Alfred P. Southwick, a professional more accustomed to fillings than felonies, conceived this shocking device in the late 19th century. Speaking of the 19th century, it also witnessed the shortest war in history. The face-off between Zanzibar and England in 1896 lasted a mere 38 minutes before Zanzibar waved the white flag. Who knew dentists could be so electrifying, nerds so imaginative, and wars so brief? Now, let's venture into the vast universe and its mind-boggling realities. Ready? Let's start with the game of chess. You might be surprised to learn that there are more possible iterations of a game of chess than there are atoms in the known universe. Yes, you heard that right. The number of potential moves in chess is so vast it surpasses the estimated number of atoms in the observable cosmos. It's a number so large it's almost unthinkable, isn't it? Now let's turn our attention to Venus, our neighboring planet. Here's something that will twist your mind. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. You see, Venus takes longer to rotate on its own axis than it does to orbit the Sun. So, a Venusian day lasts longer than a Venusian year. Quite peculiar, don't you think? Makes you think, doesn't it? Our universe is full of fascinating paradoxes. After exploring the universe, let's come back down to Earth for some more quirky facts. Our first stop is a small Alaskan town with a rather unusual political figure. Believe it or not, a feline has been running the show there for over 20 years. Yes, a cat, with all its 9 lives, has been the mayor, commanding respect and affection from the townsfolk. Talk about a perfect politician. Moving on to another fact that hits closer to home. We've all spent time waiting at traffic lights, haven't we? But have you ever wondered how much of your life is spent waiting for that pesky red light to turn green? Well, brace yourselves. The average person will spend a whopping 6 months of their life waiting at traffic lights. That's half a year of your life just waiting for the green light. So remember, patience is a virtue, especially at traffic lights. And never underestimate a cat. To wrap up our journey of knowledge, let's dive into history. It might be hard to fathom, but Oxford University, an institution steeped in centuries of education and tradition, predates the Aztec Empire. Yes, you heard it right. The Aztec Empire, a civilization known for its architectural prowess and cultural richness, was founded in the 14th century. Meanwhile, teaching at Oxford University began as early as the 11th century. This fact is a testament to the long-standing tradition of knowledge sharing and education in our world. It's a testament to how institutions of learning, like Oxford University, have stood the test of time, providing a beacon of knowledge and understanding throughout the centuries. So the next time you marvel at the ancient Aztec pyramids, remember there's a place of learning that has been around even longer. Incredible, isn't it? Knowledge is timeless, and so are the institutions that impart it. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive and keep learning.